Our second assignment today, students will explain the meaning of the slope and y-intercept in the context of a graph. So this video will be posted between these two arrows. The assignment's here. So you'll click here. Yours will say take quiz. Go ahead and preview it. Make sure you watch this video. And so I want you to select the appropriate description for slope and the y-intercept. Now, here's what we know for sure is that slope is rise over run. And hopefully you have picked up on that the y represents the rise and the x represents the run. So when I look at these, I understand that this is the rise and this part over here is going to be the run. So most of the time, you can always put whatever this is. So it says money earned or dollars per time or hours. Now what you should see is that this is rise. The word per is the fraction bar line. And then this would be the run. So when I see this, I see money earned per time. And so I go down here and it says slope means the amount of time you earned. No. Slope means the amount of money you earned per hour. Money earned per hour. So I definitely want to select the second one here. That's what slope means. The y-intercept is going to mean what you start with. It's always going to be what you start with. And so I can see that the y-intercept is 10 right here, and it's what I started with. So the y-intercept represents how much money you start with. Okay, well, there we go. Y-intercept represents, we want the first and second one. Going on to the next problem, it's going to be the same thing. So again, slope means rise over run. Remember the y represents the rise. The slash mark is going to be the per. And then this is going to be the run. So what I'm looking for is gallons in tank per miles driven. And I find that. So it says represents the amount of gallons per mile. Gallons per mile. Right there it is. Now I want to find the y-intercept. Again, it's always going to be what you start with. So it says the y-intercept represents gallons per mile. Y-intercept represents how many miles per gallon. Y-intercept represents the amount of gallons you started with. It's got to be that one. Looking at question 3, again, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be this per this. So slope represents the amount of ounces per dollar. Nope. Slope represents the amount of dollars per ounce. Yep, dollars per ounce. Make sure you select the right one. And then, again, the y-intercept is going to be where you start with. So y-intercept represents how much money it costs to start sending package. Start. There you go. Your final 3 questions, I'm going to ask you to do on your own. But if you've watched this video, you have 50% of the answers.